We want you to understand that everything that you are experiencing here is vibrational interpretation. And you have the ability to interpret vibration in ways that you are not doing because we love you very much, you are hung up on your physical reality. You are so in love with this physical reality, you want to see it and smell it and taste it and touch it and hear it. You want to be in it. You want to be involved in it. You want the physicalness of it. You document it. You take pictures of it. You make statues and monuments about it. You are so stuck in your now reality, and we want to drop a big bombshell on you and help you to understand something in a very powerful way. What you are calling your now reality is old news. Because it is the bouncing off place for what is the now reality. In other words, this vortex of creation is who you have become. And when you're looking at what is as far as it is manifested, you're looking at old news, and that's the separation that you feel that you call negative emotion. We're not talking about big distances between out of the vortex and in the vortex. We're talking about vibrational subtleties that you can feel, that you can train yourself to understand. You can train yourself into the vortex. You can get in there and you can practice what it feels like to be in there until it becomes your expectation that things go well instead of your expectation that things do not go well. You said, I'll sift and I'll decide and then I'll line up with my decision. That's what a deliberate creator does. But so many humans sift and ask, and the source within them holds to the vibration and calls them steadily. But so many humans keep beating the drum of need or of lack as they continue to speak their words without finding a vibrational alignment with their words of desire. So we want you to remember that you have two vibrational aspects, and that the emotions within you are your indication of how well aligned or not you are. Allowing of your full connection or resistant of your full connection. And that's what we'll be talking about as we are moving forward here today. We want to help you to remember who you really are. We want you to get up to speed with who you are. We want you to leave here knowing the validity and the reality of your vortex of creation. We want you to accept that this vibrational reality is present tense. It's all happening right now, isn't it? It's now. There's no separation. It's now. And what we want you to understand is that the now that is you is not the now that you think is you. You think it's the you that's sitting here in these clothes with this much money in your bank account, in this body, with these relationships. And we want you to understand that your now reality in this vortex of creation has moved past that. And the reason that you feel negative emotion is because you're not moving with it. So, we want to show you how to get forward moving. We want to show you how to live real time. We want to show you how you can be in this moment, living in this physical world, but living the vibration of all that you have become. Do you know that when you're moving through life and a problem is coming into focus, do you know that in the moment that the problem is coming into focus, the solution, an equivalent solution, is coming into focus too? Do you know that? That's such an important thing to know. When a question is formulating, so is the answer. But if you are of the frequency of the question or of the problem, you cannot be of the frequency of the answer or the solution. You can't be on both frequencies at the same time. We think that it will be helpful to you to understand that the equivalent solutions are brewing with the equivalent problems. And you can get so good at living so real time in this vortex by reaching for thoughts of optimism and thoughts of appreciation and thoughts of love. You can be so in sync with the vibration of who you really are that as a problem is coming into focus, the solution is too. And you can be so good at living real time that you don't even ever know the problem happened because the solution happened at the same time. All the time you have those sensations, and much of the time you don't actually ever get to see the problem play out so that you don't get to crow about your solution. But we want you to understand that it's happening all day, every day. Your physical body, trillions of cells, when something is ingested or introduced to your body, you breathe a bacteria or a germ, or you ingest something in food or air. The trillions of cells in your body launch these rockets of desires and find the solution before your body ever finds the problem. In other words, this is happening all day, every day. You are introduced to so many things that if the doctors could get you to go every hour on the hour and let them check, they would pronounce you terminally ill with so many different things, because your body is compensating all day, every day for what's coming to it. When you are an ornery toad, you interfere with the communication of the trillions of your cells. When you are in love, when you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on, when you are in chronic appreciation, when you're feeling good most of the time, you don't hinder your cells from finding their solutions in the moment that they are introduced to the problems. And the problems are so slight, they are not even microscopically discernible. When you allow yourself to live real time, where solutions and problems are dancing together, that's what you said you would do. Not one of you said, I'll go into the physical and I'll make life so hard for myself and others around us that we will really expand. None of you said that. You said, I'll go forth into this contrasting environment, and from the contrast, improvement will be born. That's what the evolution of all species is about. Improvement will be born. And, you said, I'll pay attention to the way I feel, and I will do my very best to stay up to speed with the expanded version of me. Because the fact of it is, when you expand and you don't go with it, you don't feel good. It's just that simple. You are a lover, and when you don't love, it feels awful. You are one who knows the worthiness of your being, and when you don't feel worthy, you feel awful. And it's not because someone outside of you is assigning that judgment and feeling bad about something you've done. It's that you expanded and you're not up to speed with you. Every negative emotion you feel, no exception, every single time, is because part of you expanded and the other part didn't. And we're here to talk to that part today. We want to convince you of the reality of your vortex of creation. We want to help you realize that you are a vibrational being. We want you to know that you are vibration, that you are spirit, that you are source, and that you are in this physical body. It's not one or the other. It's not materialism versus spiritualism. It's everything is source, everything is spirit, everything is energy. And here in this physical form, you have the option of allowing the fullness of it to flow, or of pinching it off. It's your choice, and your emotions indicate the choice that you're making. We're eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing off limits. We want you to know that we know who you really are. In other words, your vortex is very vivid and clear to us. So as we visit with you, we have one primary intention, and that is to find a way of soothing you into your vortex. We know as teachers that you cannot be booted in. And we couldn't boot you in anyway because we're never out. In other words, we stand in your vortex calling you in. That's what inspiration is, you see. And we'll give you every trick, every process, every perspective that we hold to help you to understand that you belong primarily in the vortex. That's who you are. Life is supposed to be good for you. So you have the idea of this. You sense that we are calling this vibrational state of being where all that you have become has assembled with all cooperative components. And we are referring to this as your vortex of attraction, your vortex of creation. This vibrational environment where the future manifested version of you and your life resides. But when we stand in this vortex, knowing that version that you've put there, it's not future for us. Because we are vibration, it's vibration, we see it clearly, it's now. It is present tense. What's in your vortex, what you've expanded to, is present tense. You know how you're here today, and there are people in Hawaii, there are people in Hong Kong and Australia, and they're all calling it a different time. Some of them are even calling it a different day. The Australians think it's tomorrow. But even though all of that is true, it's all right now. It's all right now. It's all right now. If you call them on the telephone, you're going to have a now conversation. Well, there's a little lag time, a few seconds. Real time is happening now. 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 What we want to help you to feel in the way we know it to be is that this vortex of creation is now. It's now. Your financial abundance is now. Your physical well-being is now. The relationship of your dreams is now. It's now. And when you try to find the feeling of that, what does it feel like in my prosperous world? What does it feel like in my vital and healthy body? What does it feel like in my relationship that wraps round me and through me as the two of us expand together? What does that feel like? As you reach for the now feeling of that, then you are present tense too. And we just want you to know, you practice that present tense until it is most dominant. You practice that present tense feeling of relief and exhilaration and adventure. You practice that present tense, real time, vibrational feeling that emanates an emotion of well-being within you. You practice that and make it your own. And those manifestations must become instantaneous, real time too. By law, it must be. It's easier for us because we stand in the vibrational realm. And we have a longer memory also. We know that everything that you see around you that is already manifested was a vibrational creation first. And so vibration has been present tense reality for us for so long that we just don't get it why you ever worry when you've launched a rocket about anything, because it's for sure it's going to happen. It's for sure it's going to happen. But there are so many people that hold themselves in a vibrational tension of unworthiness or unhappiness that they prevent themselves from being the vibrational match to it, so they don't get to be there where the manifestation is. They deprive themselves of their own dramatic and powerful creation. But you are here wanting to be deliberate creators. And we want you to be deliberate creators because creating by default is no fun at all. Oh, you create. You can't help it. You sift through contrast, you launch rockets, the larger part of you becomes it, and the next version of you born into physical will embody it. In other words, you get to continue to expand. But it was your plan to do it real time. And it was our plan to remind you of that. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is delicious to come together with those like you who are coming to know who you are. We really want you to know that from our vantage point, we see you here in this room as having moved in your emotional scale into the place where you are in the vicinity and in the vicinity and in your vortex. Watch for the evidence of that. The fastest way to make things that you've been wanting to happen is to not care that they haven't been happening. In other words, just lighten up, chill out, have more fun, be easier about it. There is great love here for you. And we remain, as always, eternally in the vortex.
Wow, it's been great, folks. Good to see all of you. Say thank you to Esther one more time, would you please? See you downstream.